Hello friends, I am Trilochan. I hope you are safe and healthy. Welcome to second episode of Javascript podcast with Proful. Today we will discuss if conditions and false value in JavaScript. So without any further delay, let's move forward.
Hello Trilochan. So today we'll discuss about one of the fundamental, programming concept, if condition, which is very basic and foundational in most of the programming languages. But there is a little bit catch in JavaScript how it handle the condition of true or false value. So we'll try to, discuss today. Just to start with, here we'll explain about the very simple condition. Here we define a variable followers and we store some value, and we are using this if keyword, and inside that we can pass any condition. So less than symbol, greater than, equal to, we can pass any condition. The main intention of that, this condition should be evaluated to either true or false. For example, our value for followers is 4500, which is less than 5000. So this condition evaluated to be true, then this log will be getting printed. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So let me show the example quickly here. So if you see here, we define the followers variable, and if it is less than, this thing is getting printed. But if we try to put a larger value, so this log won't be printed.
Okay.
So along with this if condition, we can also specify else condition as well. So if that above is not true, this will be printed.
Wow.
Okay, so it is basic simple if else condition. Now the interesting thing it will happen here. So not only the Boolean value, but also any other, there are different types available in the JavaScript. For example, undefined, null and false, and zero, empty string. So these are the set of values are known as falsy values.
Okay.
So whenever we pass those values, for example null in the if condition, so this will also treat as a false, even though we are not explicitly passing as a false, or we are not passing as a any condition here, but we are passing as any variable directly.
Mm-hmm.
So JavaScript will automatically try to convert that value to the corresponding Boolean, either true or false. Okay.
Okay.
If in the value contains 0, then this condition will treat as a false, and then this line won't be getting printed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pass an empty string, then this condition won't be evaluated. But in the similar case, here this is truth the value, because for example value, if you pass high or any kind of value for that matter, then this if condition will convert to true, because this contains some value, the data. Okay, then this particular log statement will be printed in the console. Let us see some example how we can evaluate these false values. Here I'm trying to create the same example. Here if you try to pass value as a null, then this console null, this condition won't be satisfied, null will be treated as a false, then this log will be printed, I am falsy. But for example here if you try to pass high, so this is a proper string.
Yes.
And this will be treated as a true.
Yes.
And this I am true D will be printed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Because most of the time in most of the other programming language, this is not valid scenario.
Mm-hmm.
We have to explicitly pass a Boolean value like true or false, and
Yes.
this will be evaluated. But
Yes.
here any string, any array, or anything you can pass. For example, if you want to pass a array also, so I am true D will be printed. You got it?
Yes. Yes.
This will be evaluated. But if you try to,
In JavaScript, it's simply catching its value is there, then it's true. If it's not, something is null or is zero, then it's false, right?
yeah, there are certain values. For example, empty also string is evaluated as false.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes this 0 also, usually it is a proper value, but it is also false. This will give leads to a lots of error,
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
0 is a valid number in most of the programming language, or you think this is not a false. You are expected a values, if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing the mathematical calculation.
Yes, got it.
And there is NaN. This is not a number. This is also false.
Mm-hmm. But NN is a string, right?
NN is a special kind of primitive or data type, which means we're not a number.
Okay.
If you do some kind of mathematical calculation which is not defined by a integer number or a decimal number, so which is treated as a not a number,
Okay. Okay.
kind of undefined.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And also we have a different type, undefined.
Mm-hmm. These are the predefined keywords for JavaScript, right?
Yeah, these are the few predefined keyword, and which is treated as falsy. But there is also one keyword.
Mm-hmm.
If you see 1 by 0, this is like a truthy, it is an infinite value. It is also not a properly defined variable. Let me print it. Value. So it is a different data type like infinity.
Wow.
But this is a truthy value.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we learned today the very basic and fundamental concept of if condition with the
Mm-hmm.
introduction to truthy and false values.
Yes.
So we'll try to cover in advanced topic in a future podcast.
Yeah, it's very interesting to know like falsy value in infinity also is a truth. Yeah, it's great in JavaScript is seriously something different.
Yes, it is a bit confusing because even though we understand this concept, it leads to lots of weirdness. So we'll try to discuss about a few more quizzes. So we'll explore like what are how JavaScript treated different values. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thanks, Rilachan. Have a good day.
Thank you, Proful. Bye bye.